Your forecast first for tonight, clear skies, 61 degrees for an overnight low with light winds tomorrow. Sunny and hot, even warmer than today with a high temperature of 96 degrees. Our high today was 92. 86 is our average high. It's our fourth day in the row in the 90s. We were at 89 5 days ago, and a 14th day this month that we have hit 90 degrees or higher. Sunset tonight is at 8:25. It's 91, clear skies, dry air, relative humidity only 12%, desert-like heat. It is 93 currently in Coeur d'Alene. Winds out of the west at 10 miles per hour. Don't expect much of a breeze to cool you down over the next 24 hours. Light winds tonight. Light winds tomorrow under a monstrous ridge of high pressure that will dominate our weather pattern for the next several days. The clockwise rotation around this high, bringing up the heat from the desert southwest. Looks like we're headed into triple-digit territory the end of the week. We never did hit 100 degrees last year. It's been a while. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 50s and 60s in most locations. Tomorrow's highs got some hundreds on there. Wenatchee, Moses Lake, Tri-Cities, and Yakima, and 102 in Lewiston, 91 in Bonners Ferry, 92 in Coeur d'Alene. Here's your 7-day forecast. It's going to be warm. We're warming up to 100 degrees on Friday, and then we stay in the 90s through the middle of next week. Overnight lows in the 60s. There's some warm nights ahead. Yeah. The house is not going to cool down much.
No. Keep everything closed after the earlier morning hours, and then
and here we are, the last day of July. We never did have measurable rain in July.
Oh,
we had a sprinkle.
Yeah.
But it didn't even get to 100.
I'm not going to see anytime soon.
I don't
either,
know. It seems to be raining mercury out of my thermometers, but
see,
which is a bigger concern,
now,
really.
That's the thermometer test right there. That means a hot week of weather, right?
Yes.
Welcome back. We're talking about a heat wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
90s, maybe triple digits.
Yeah.
Indeed, the subject of tonight's forecast focus. And I was excited to come in today, and Mark Peterson, the morning forecaster, left me this graphic, and I'm using it because he did a great job. 90-degree days, and these numbers are for our official reporting station at Spokane International Airport. The most days of 90-degree or higher temperatures that we have had in a year, 39, and that was back in 1958. One of our recent high numbers was 2015. That was that very hot year just 2 years ago when we got up to 105 at Hoop Fest with 31 90-degree or higher days. The average number of 90-degree plus days is 19. So far, as of today, we have had 17, so we are going to get above average this week. The record number of consecutive days of 90-degree heat, 14, and that was back in 1894. So far, we've only strung together 4 days because we had an 89-degree day last week. So, interesting statistics. Again, thank you, Mark Peterson. It's 92 right now in Spokane. Very dry with the dew point at 32. Our relative humidity is just 12%. Currently in Coeur d'Alene, it's 93. Blue skies, sunshine, winds out of the west at 10 miles per hour. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. I promise there's data on here, but there's hard to see anything around the northwest. We have to go into the central plains practically to find any thunderstorm activity. And all of the action off the Pacific is heading to the north. And that is the way it is going to stay for the next 7 days and beyond, it looks like. Here's our satellite and radar continuing to find the monsoonal flow of moisture into the Four Corners region with some afternoon convection and continued concerns about flooding there. Temperatures for highs across the nation today. Kansas City sticking out at 76 among a sea of 80s and 90s. 100 in Boise, 91 in Portland. It was 85 today in Seattle. Both temperatures obviously above average. Triple-digit heat in Las Vegas and Phoenix. It was 98 in Salt Lake City today. Here is your 7-day forecast. We are headed up into the hundreds on Friday. No sign of the 80s. In fact, we are well into the 90s for the next 7 days, and indications are that trend of warmer than average temperatures could continue right on beyond that. So more sunny summer weather to enjoy / despise, depending on where you find yourself. And every effort to stay cool for the next 7 days.
Probably there are fewer middle-of-the-road people when it comes to that kind of weather. You either like it or you don't.
I have found that to be true. Yes, I know. We know what side you find.
Well, I just never complain about hot weather.
You love it, though.
We get long winters here. I never complain about our summers.
I can appreciate.